In the gentle whisper of dawn, a clock strikes 5:55. Later, your coffee receipt shows $5.55. On your drive home, you find yourself behind a car with 5:55 in its license plate. In a world of infinite possibilities, these moments of numerical synchronicity aren't mere coincidences. They're cosmic whispers, divine messages encoded in the fabric of our daily lives. Welcome to the mysterious realm of angel numbers, where the universe speaks to us through repeated numerical patterns. These divine sequences appear in the most unexpected places, from the rhythmic patterns in nature to the ordinary moments of our daily routines. Have you been seeing 5:55 everywhere lately? If so, the universe is trying to tell you something profound. Today, we're going to unlock the powerful message hidden within these 3 simple digits. A message that could transform your understanding of where you are in your life's journey. Let's decode this celestial signal together and discover why 555 might be appearing in your life right now. Let me share a story about Jessica, a story that might feel familiar to many of you. 3 months ago, Jessica was sitting in her corner office, staring at yet another spreadsheet, feeling that all too familiar hollow sensation in her chest. She had everything society told her she should want: the prestigious job, the impressive salary, the enviable title. Yet something felt profoundly missing. That's when the numbers started appearing. 5:55 on her desk clock when she finally decided to leave work. 5:55 on her morning coffee receipt. Gate 5:55 at the airport during her business trips. At first, she dismissed these as coincidences, but their persistence was impossible to ignore. It was as if the universe was tapping her on the shoulder, whispering that something big was coming. Did you know that the average person changes careers 5-7 times in their lifetime? Yet most of us resist change as if it's our greatest enemy. We cling to the familiar, even when it no longer serves us, even when it slowly drains our spirit. But here's what 5:55 wants you to understand. Change isn't your enemy. It's your ally in disguise. The appearance of 555 is like a divine notification that you're entering a season of significant transformation. Think of a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis. During its metamorphosis, the caterpillar doesn't simply grow wings. It completely dissolves inside its cocoon before reforming into something entirely new. If the caterpillar had consciousness, imagine how terrifying that process would feel. Yet without this profound transformation, it would never know the joy of flight. I see some of you nodding. Perhaps you're in your own cocoon right now. Maybe you're feeling that uncomfortable dissolution of the old, wondering what's coming next. Let me assure you, when 555 appears in your life, it's a cosmic confirmation that you're exactly where you need to be. Jessica eventually took the leap. She left her corporate job to start a wellness center, combining her business expertise with her passion for helping others. Was it scary? Absolutely. Did she have moments of doubt? Countless. But every time she saw 555, it reminded her that she was being divinely guided. The 5555 sequence carries the energy of both endings and beginnings. It's the number of liberation, of breaking free from old patterns that no longer serve your highest good. It appears when you're ready, even if you don't feel ready, to step into a larger version of yourself. Think of your life as a garden. Sometimes certain plants need to be uprooted to make space for new growth. These changes might seem destructive in the moment, but they're actually creating fertile ground for something more aligned with your soul's purpose. Remember, transformation rarely feels comfortable while you're in it. It's okay to feel uncertain. It's natural to feel afraid. But when you see 555, know that you're being supported by forces greater than yourself. The universe doesn't send this number to those who aren't ready for its message. If you're seeing it, you have within you everything you need to embrace the changes coming your way. Like Jessica, you might be standing at the edge of your own transformation. Perhaps you already feel the stirrings of change in your heart. Trust those feelings. Trust the signs. Trust that the dissolution of the old is making way for something more beautiful than you can imagine. When 555 enters your life, It arrives like a key to a door you might not have even realized was locked. This powerful number sequence isn't just about change, it's about liberation. Imagine standing at the top of a mountain, arms stretched wide, feeling the wind embrace you. That sensation of boundless possibility? That's the essence of 555's message about freedom. Think about a bird in a cage. Even if that cage is made of gold, even if it's comfortable and safe, it's still a cage. How many of us live in similar cages of our own making? Perhaps it's the career we chose because it was practical rather than passionate. Maybe it's the relationship we stay in because it's comfortable rather than fulfilling. Or possibly it's the daily routines that have become our prison rather than our sanctuary. I want you to pause for a moment. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Ask yourself, where in my life am I playing it safe? Where have I built walls instead of bridges? Where have I chosen security over authenticity? 555 appears when your soul is ready to break free from these self-imposed limitations. It's a divine reminder that you were born to be wild and free, to express your unique truth, to paint your life in the colors that resonate with your soul, not the ones others chose for you. I'm reminded of Michael, a corporate lawyer who kept seeing 555 during his morning commute. For 15 years he'd buried his passion for music under case files and client meetings. But each time 555 appeared, it was like a musical note stirring something deep within him. Today, while he still practices law part-time, he also runs a successful music program for underprivileged youth. He found his freedom not in completely abandoning his old life, but in creating space for his authentic self to emerge. This is what 555 invites us to discover, the courage to be unapologetically ourselves. It's not about making dramatic exits or burning bridges. It's about gently but firmly removing the masks we've worn for too long. It's about saying yes to our dreams and no to the expectations that dim our light. The appearance of 555 is your cosmic permission slip to choose the path that makes your heart sing. Express the thoughts you've kept hidden. Create the art that lives in your soul. Love in the way that feels true to you. Live by your own definition of success. Remember, true freedom isn't about having no responsibilities. It's about choosing the responsibilities that align with your authentic self. When you see 555, the universe is confirming that you're ready to step into this deeper level of personal truth and liberation. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? What song would you sing if no one was listening? What life would you create if you trusted yourself completely? These are the questions 555 asks of us. And your answers? They're the first steps on your path to freedom. In our fast-paced world of endless notifications and constant noise, there's a quiet voice within each of us that often goes unheard. When 555 appears in your life, it's like the universe turning down the volume of the external world so you can finally hear that inner voice, your intuition. Let me share a story about Anna, a young entrepreneur who discovered the power of intuitive guidance through 555. She was facing a crucial business decision, an opportunity to partner with a larger company that looked perfect on paper. The contract was ready, the numbers were impressive, and everyone was telling her it was a no-brainer. But every time she sat down to sign the contract, she'd look at the clock. 5:55. She'd check her emails. 555 unread messages. She'd glance at her phone. 555 notifications. Along with these numbers came a persistent feeling in her gut. Something wasn't right. Despite the logical arguments and external pressure, Anna decided to trust that inner knowing. 3 months later, the company she almost partnered with faced a major scandal that would have destroyed her business. Her intuition, amplified by the appearance of 555, had protected her from a disaster that logic couldn't foresee. This is the profound wisdom that 555 brings. Your intuition is your internal GPS, connected to a higher wisdom that sees beyond the limited view of your rational mind. But how do we strengthen this connection? Let me share a simple but powerful technique I call the 555 intuition practice. Find 5 minutes of complete silence each morning. Take 5 deep breaths, focusing on the sensation of your breath. Ask yourself 5 important questions about your current situation. During this practice, pay attention to your first instinctive responses. These immediate feelings, before your logical mind starts analyzing, are often your purest intuitive insights. The appearance of 555 is also a reminder that you're being divinely guided. Imagine your life as a river. Sometimes it feels like you're swimming against the current, exhausting yourself trying to control everything. But when you trust your intuition, it's like finally flowing with the river's natural direction. Think of intuition as the language of your soul. While your mind speaks in words and logic, your soul communicates through feelings, symbols, and synchronized numbers like 555. When you see these numbers repeatedly, it's like receiving a cosmic text message saying, "Trust yourself. You know more than you think you do." Many of us have been conditioned to doubt our inner knowing, to rely solely on external validation and logical analysis. But 555 appears to remind us that some of life's most important decisions can't be made through pros and cons lists alone. Sometimes the wisest choice is the one that simply feels right in your soul. Consider a moment in your own life when you went against logic and followed your gut feeling. How did it turn out? Those goosebumps, that unexplainable knowing, that persistent feeling, these aren't random, they're your intuition speaking to you. As you continue to see 555, take it as confirmation that you're being guided to trust this inner wisdom more fully. Your intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Each time you honor that inner knowing, you strengthen your connection to divine guidance. In those moments when life feels overwhelming, when the path ahead seems uncertain, the appearance of 5555 comes as a gentle reminder you are not walking this journey alone. Like stars appearing in the night sky, these numbers shine as beacons of divine support, illuminating your path even in the darkest times. I want to speak directly to those of you who might be struggling right now. Perhaps you're facing decisions that feel too heavy to carry. Maybe you're standing at a crossroads, unsure which way to turn. Or possibly you're in the midst of a storm that seems endless. I want you to know something profound. Seeing 555 is like receiving a cosmic embrace, a divine message saying, "We see you, we're with you, you are supported more than you know." Imagine for a moment that you're standing in a garden. Above you, the sun shines brilliantly. Below, the earth supports your feet. Around you, the wind carries the sweet scent of flowers. Just as these natural elements support life without asking anything in return, divine support surrounds you constantly, unconditionally. The appearance of 555 is simply making this invisible support visible to you. You are stronger than you realize. Within you lies the same creative force that turns seeds into flowers, that transforms caterpillars into butterflies, that paints the sky in dawn's golden light. When 555 appears in your life, it's a reminder of this inherent power you possess. Think of 555 as your spiritual cheerleading squad. Every time you see these numbers, imagine angels gathering around you, celestial beings lighting your path, the universe itself conspiring in your favor. You're not just surviving, you're being divinely guided toward thriving. To those feeling lost, you're exactly where you need to be. To those feeling afraid, your courage is seen and honored. To those feeling alone, you are deeply, profoundly loved. To those ready to give up, hold on, miracles are in motion. The appearance of 555 is your reminder that even in moments of transformation and change, you are held in the palm of divine grace. Trust this support. Lean into it. Allow it to carry you forward into the magnificent future that awaits you. Remember, you are not just creating a life, you are co-creating with the divine. Every dream in your heart, every hope in your soul, every vision of a better tomorrow, these are sacred seeds planted by the universe itself. And just as surely as spring follows winter, these seeds will bloom in divine perfect timing. As we've explored together, 555 brings profound messages of transformation, freedom, intuitive guidance, and divine support. But understanding these messages is just the beginning. Now it's time to integrate them into your daily life in practical, meaningful ways. Let me share with you a simple but powerful practice I call the 555 manifestation method. Take out your journal, yes, right now, and let's begin this journey together. First, write down 5 areas of your life where you feel called to embrace transformation. Be honest with yourself. What needs to change? What's asking to be released? What's yearning to be born? Second, list 5 ways you can step into greater freedom and authenticity today. These don't need to be grand gestures. Even small steps toward truth count. Third, identify 5 messages your intuition has been sending you. You know, those gentle nudges you've perhaps been ignoring. To support you on this journey, I've created a special 555 alignment journal, a free downloadable worksheet that will help you track your encounters with 555 and the synchronicities that follow. Make this a daily practice. Each morning, set your intentions throughout the day, notice signs and synchronicities. Each evening, record your experiences with 555. Remember, you're not just witnessing these numbers, you're being invited into a dialogue with the divine. Each appearance of 555 is an opportunity to align more deeply with your soul's purpose. As you begin this practice, trust that every time you see 555, it's confirmation that you're on the right path. Let these numbers be your compass, guiding you toward your highest good and most authentic expression. As we close this journey into the meaning of 555, remember, you're not seeing these numbers by accident. You're being called to step into a greater version of yourself, to embrace transformation and to trust in divine timing. Your journey matters and your story is still unfolding. Share your 555 experiences in the comments below. Remember, you're not just reading signs, you're reading your destiny. Trust the journey, embrace the change, and know that you are divinely guided every step of the way. Until next time, keep shining your light. The universe has your back.